inside, nobody gets hurt.
A massive and destructive weather system tore through the heartland of the United States on Thursday evening, June 11th, 2026, unleashing a series of powerful tornadoes across northern Illinois and northwest Indiana. Among the hardest-hit communities was the town of Merrillville in Lake County, Indiana, where a radar-confirmed tornado slammed into residential neighborhoods and commercial sectors shortly after 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The National Weather Service, NWS, Chicago office has confirmed that northwest Indiana was subjected to the wrath of multiple large and extremely dangerous tornadic touchdowns. In Merrillville, the extreme winds, estimated by meteorological teams to have crested near 80 miles per hour, with local vortex dynamics pushing even higher straight-line and rotational velocities, left a sprawling trail of devastation. Local residents emerging from their basements and shelters in the dark described the aftermath as nothing short of a war zone. As day broke on Friday, June 12th, emergency responders, state police, utility crews, and devastated homeowners began the monumental task of assessing damage, clearing blocked thoroughfares, and searching for potential victims trapped beneath shattered infrastructure. One of the most visually shocking casualties of the Merrillville touchdown was Andrean High School, a prominent educational landmark located right off Broadway. The tornado tracked directly over the school grounds, ripping massive sections of the roof clean off the structure and shattering structural windows across the campus. By Friday morning, school administrators were forced to implement a total lockdown of the facility, barring all students, staff, and concerned community members from entering the vicinity. In an official statement published to social media, Andrean High School officials warned of the severe perils still lingering on site. School officials warned against visiting the area due to hazards like downed power lines and structural damage. Principal Jake Nazur reported extensive damage across the campus, though the grotto and a crucifix remained intact. The institution plans to rebuild despite the damage, which also severely impacted the nearby Edgewood Apartments complex. Andrean High School principal Jacob Knazar arrived at the school at 5 a.m. Friday without knowing exactly what he expected to find. It was worse, far worse, than he imagined. The damage inflicted by the tornadoes that ripped through Illinois and northwest Indiana on Thursday night took a significant toll on the Andrean campus, which sits on the corner of Broadway and East 59th Avenue in Merrillville. Heartbreaking, Nazar told IndyStar on Friday morning. Devastating. Nazar said the tornado ripped through the north side of the school building, which sustained significant roof and window damage. Nearly every tree on campus was uprooted or damaged, Knazar said. On Friday morning, contractors were on site to board up the windows and clean up the major damage. The school had its insurance company on campus to assess the destruction. It's still very raw to see it, Knazar said. It's very sad, but we're going to do what we have to do to recover. Which includes Andrean playing its semi-state baseball semifinals Saturday at LaPorte. The 59ers, 28-3, are a high school baseball powerhouse with 9 state titles in program history, tied for the most in the state. Andrean will play at 1:30 p.m. against DeKalb, with the winner advancing to the semi-state championship at 8 p.m. We're following through with the game, Knazar said. The baseball team will practice off-site Friday and will be there tomorrow to play. We're doing what we need to do. I don't want to say this happened at a good time, but we're fortunate it happened when we were out of school. Knazar said he has heard from many alumni, friends and partners of the school who are willing to help clean up the campus and pitch in financially. We have a tight-knit community, he said. There are a lot of people reaching out wondering how they can help. The tornado that ripped through Merrillville was part of an outbreak Thursday evening in Illinois and northwest Indiana. The National Weather Service in Chicago reported winds as high as 80 miles per hour. Andrean put out a statement earlier Friday that read, "While we don't know the full-scale impact quite yet, we do know that the grounds are not suitable for visitors or concerned friends. There are active power lines, downed trees, broken glass, significant roof damage, etc., that make it unsafe. While we assess the damage, mitigate safety risk, and determine next steps, we ask that you please stay away from campus until we provide an update. Andrean is a special and sacred place for so many of us. The damage incurred by this storm is devastating and hits us in a very personal way. But with that, we've always known that Andrean is about people, not infrastructure. After assessing the damage, Knazur said he believes every part of the campus was damaged except one, the crucifix and the grotto on the north side of the building. The only thing spared, Knazur said. The catastrophic events of Thursday night were part of a multi-day severe weather outbreak that gripped the broader Midwest region. Just 24 hours prior, a massive 350-mile-wide derecho had raced across the plains, knocking out power to more than 500,000 people. Before the region could properly recover, a secondary and far more volatile supercell system formed over Illinois on Thursday afternoon. As the atmospheric instability escalated, a series of severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings radiated from the National Weather Service. The system initially dropped violent twisters across north-central Illinois, including a catastrophic tornado emergency declared for the town of Washburn, and severe damage reported in Streator, before the cell mutated and crossed the state line directly into northwest Indiana. By 7 p.m., meteorologists utilizing Doppler radar observed a prominent tornado debris signature, TDS, lifting debris tens of thousands of feet into the atmosphere near St. John and Crown Point. Moments later, the core of the rotation barreled directly into the municipality of Merrillville and neighboring Hobart. According to witnesses, the sky over Lake County turned an ominous pitch black before giving way to a violent, blinding sheet of rain and hail. For many, the arrival of the actual vortex was heralded by a sound frequently described as a roaring freight train. I was inside the bathroom when out of nowhere you just hear this incredible gust of wind, recalled Jaden Cordero, an employee at a local establishment near Route 59. It grew stronger and stronger, and then out of nowhere you just hear booms and everything breaks. The entire building started vibrating. When we finally got a look out the window, you could see the debris spinning right toward us. We were right in the middle of it. The Chicago area was lashed with a second round of severe thunderstorms Thursday, causing massive issues on roadways across the region. In Merrillville, Indiana, a tornado is believed to have ripped through the town during Thursday's storms, and multiple roads in the community were closed, including State Road 53, according to Total Traffic. Illinois State Police, meanwhile, said US 18 leading into Streator was closed after a confirmed tornado touched down in the community, destroying or damaging numerous structures in the process. A possible tornado touchdown also occurred in suburban Bartlett, and storm damage has closed down multiple roadways, including Route 59, according to Total Traffic. Another possible tornado touchdown was reported in Kenosha, and Highway 142 is closed in that community. Elsewhere, flooding issues caused by extremely heavy rain caused traffic issues in numerous areas, including in McHenry, where Front Street was closed after the area received more than 3 inches of rain in a matter of hours. There was also flooding reported on the Dan Ryan Expressway, with a handful of vehicles seen stranded near the roadway. Scattered other closures were also reported in Beach Park, Waukegan, and several other area communities after the storms. The storms also led to thousands of power outages around the area, leading to streetlight issues in numerous communities, according to ComEd and Total Traffic. NBC Chicago will continue to cover developments on area roadways throughout the night and into Friday morning, both on our air and via our mobile app. Meanwhile, severe thunderstorms pounded the D.C. area with wind gusts soaring up to 60 miles per hour Thursday evening. The entire metro area experienced a line of thunderstorms, which moved from west to east with heavy rains. Trees and wires have been falling from the 60 miles per hour winds as the storm lingers over the Beltway. In Northern Virginia, about 56,000 customers lost power, according to a Dominion Energy spokesperson. The utility estimates it will take until Friday evening to restore power. We are seeing a lot of trees on the line, several broken poles and cross arms, the spokesperson said in an email statement. But we have a good bit of crews out right now working, and we are bringing in more crews and contractors from other regions to help. As of 10 p.m., the storm threat was over, but there will be some showers and thunder showers until midnight, according to top meteorologist Mike Stiniford. It will be muggy overnight with areas of fog. A cold front will set off more storms Friday afternoon and evening, and some of these storms may be severe, Stiniford said. The storms are expected to reach the D.C. area late in the day into the evening. Some of these storms may also contain damaging wind gusts or large hail. On the whole, Friday won't bring any relief from the high temperatures. It'll still be dangerously hot and thunderstorms are expected. We'll get a break from the storms on Saturday, but there will be a risk of severe storms again Sunday afternoon and evening, Stiniford said. Heat index values were expected to peak around 100 degrees in parts of the D.C. area Thursday afternoon. All outdoor activities scheduled between 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. were canceled at Fairfax County Public Schools Thursday, including recess and after-school activities. Montgomery County Public Schools announced that Hewitt High School closed at noon Thursday, as the school has no air conditioning because of a burst pipe. Severe thunderstorms that swept through the D.C. region Thursday evening left 2 women dead, sparked vehicle fires, and knocked down dozens of trees and power lines across Montgomery and Prince George's counties. The storms moved through the area around 8 p.m. Thursday, bringing strong winds that toppled trees and power lines. Montgomery County Fire and Rescue reported dozens of downed trees and wires throughout the county. Some trees fell onto homes, while downed power lines created dangerous conditions on roadways. In Aspen Hill, a woman was killed after a tree fell onto the Matthew Henson Trail near Hewitt Avenue. Rescuers were called to the area after reports of a person trapped beneath a fallen tree. Family members told Fox 5 they were able to locate their mother using her cell phone location while she was on the trail. In Prince George's County, police say a second woman was killed when a tree fell in the Marlton area. Neither victim has been publicly identified. In Silver Spring, neighbors watched as a vehicle burst into flames after storm damage brought down power lines. Officials say a tree pulled live electrical wires to the ground, and the energized lines became entangled beneath a parked vehicle, igniting a fire. The vehicle owner told Fox 5 he lost the car and the work tools stored inside. He said he does not have enough insurance coverage to replace the vehicle.
That's the tornado right there. Oh my God, the tornado's right here. Oh my God. Oh